Right, so just been finishing my own workout, and it's got me thinking that CrossFit Games are 10 days away, and it's going to be a very, very different CrossFit Games, one that we're not used to watching because, well, I think they're limited to 5 people actually at the Games. I think when it starts in sort of 10 days that it's going to be kind of a glorified regionals event from how I understand it. People are going to be qualifying in their own gyms all over the world just to get to the top 5 that will go to the arena, wherever that is, somewhere in America, somewhere, California, somewhere, I imagine. But it's good. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to watching it. I say every time I do my own workout, it kind of spurs you on a little bit. You know, CrossFit Games, if you haven't watched them already, they're very, very motivational. They certainly have been for me this year. During lockdown, just catching up on old times, watching some on Netflix, some on Prime and YouTube, and it's been really good. It's got me motivated to do my own exercises as well. Changed my own training plan up a little bit, which has been really good. And that's kind of why I'm out here now on the selfie stick, just recording this, because if I could just have my own weights down there, just a very light one tonight. It's been a day of rest really, so just done some deadlifts just to keep myself moving. Oscar's just hello Oscar, say hello to the camera. Dinner's being cooked, he's not playing ball. But the one thing that struck me with the CrossFit Games and watching the CrossFit athletes is the training time is just insane. Most of them, I would imagine, that get to CrossFit Games level don't have a job, and it is their sole job, if you like, qualifying and competing in the CrossFit Games. And there's a lot of sponsorship going on which pays their wages, if you like, their salary, as well as their earnings from the games. But the training times are just insane. 5 to 6 hours a day for most of the top athletes, I would say, is normal. Very, very hard to fuel yourself for 5 to 6 hours a day. It's very hard to find the energy and the physical stamina to train for 5 to 6 hours a day. And I would think for most people who are not competing at that level, it's very hard to find the motivation to continue to train for 5 to 6 hours a day, pretty much for 7 days a week. I know, I'm just going to go and sit down a minute. Hang on. Not getting any younger, and my knees are in the squat position for that long. I'm not holding it. So it's difficult. It's hard to stay motivated for that long. And for people who are competing at that level, it just has to be done. Even on rest days, they'll have active rest days, where an active rest day for a top CrossFit athlete, I would imagine, is more than what most of us would do in our 1 hour workout. And it is an insane level of fitness to get to, but it's very inspiring, as well as the broad sort of subject of exercises they do, if you like, the broad range of exercises they do. They'll swim, they'll run, they'll cycle, they'll weight lift, they'll do metabolic conditioning workouts. There's so many variants to their workouts, and obviously when they compete in the games, they'll hit 3, maybe 4 competitions a day, and to compete at that level 3 or 4 times a day is again, it's just using that word a lot today, insane. But it is insane to comprehend how hard these people work, how fit these people really are. But for most of us, we don't have 5 to 6 hours spare a day. If we did, we haven't got the luxury of committing 5 to 6 hours per day to training. That said, so many people come to me, and they have done recently, saying they don't have enough time. Time is there for all of us. We do all have the same amount of time. Most of us in life have the same opportunities to train. It's just about how we organise ourselves, we organise our day. I think if I was to break it down like I've done this week for my clients, that most of us will sleep for between 6 to 8 hours a night. That's obviously optimal. There's quite a lot of people nowadays not getting 6 hours. But if we say that most of us sleep for 7 hours a night, most of us have also got a day job. So you think, what do you work in a day? 8 hours a day, maybe commute, half hour to work, half hour back maybe on average. So that's like a 9 hour working day. On top of your 7 hours, that's 16 hours. And that's 8 hours left, and that's generally for everyone, right? We've all got to sleep. Most of us have all got to work, so that's 8 hours left of our day to ourselves, and what we choose to do with that separates us as individuals, separates us as athletes and as family members, and just as run-of-the-mill day-to-day people. Let's say we take 2 hours of that to look after our nutrition. We take 2 hours to cook. We take 2 hours to prep our food. 2 hours to eat our food as well, which is it's important. We don't just rush and wolf down a Big Mac and chips. We've got to take our time and enjoy our food, enjoy the process, sit with our family, sit with our friends, and enjoy the food. So that's 2 hours a day. That's a lot of time if you think about it, for a breakfast, lunch and dinner. Snacks are only going to take up 5 minutes here and there during the day, but to sit down breakfast, lunch and dinner and prepare breakfast, lunch and dinner, 2 hours is an ample time to do that. Still leaves us with 6 hours. This is the time that CrossFit athletes train for every day. Not suggested now we spend them 6 hours training, but we could easily spend them 6 hours. We could easily fit in 30 to 60 minutes a day, and this is this is 7 days a week. We're breaking down here. Weekends we have more time because we don't have to work or commute for the most part. So we've got 6 hours here. 2 hours. We had 8 hours. We've got 2 hours that we spend eating and prepping our food. So we're left with these 6 hours, and what do we choose to do with that? We'll see family members. We'll talk. We'll chat. We'll go for a coffee. We'll spend time online. We'll do our hobbies. We'll watch TV. We'll watch Netflix. We'll spend time on social media. We'll walk the dog. Hello, you could not have timed that any better. Hello, did you hear the W word, did you? So we could walk the dog, there's all these different things we can do. We can play out our computer games and everything else, but it still leaves us time. If we worked out for 60 minutes a day every day, that still leaves us 5 hours to do the social media, to do the dog walking, to do the family time, to travel, to see friends, the coffees, everything. It's plenty of time. And like I just said, look, this is nothing fancy. If I just scroll around again, that's just a bar. My gym's, where's my finger? My gym's in there. It's only a small gym, but it's got everything I need in it. And I've just brought my weights out. Dinner's on the stove at the minute, and it's just keeping warm. And I've just come out and just done, all I've done is like 30 to 50 deadlifts, because today's a rest day. So I'm just keeping my body moving, just doing something, because I need to. My head kind of needs to do something. It's great. It's a nice night, and look, not a cloud in the sky. It's beautiful. So it's nice to be out here. Oscar's out here, and we just come out and do a bit of movement. I play a bit of football with him, and we just spend some time in the garden. And that's taken me probably 30 minutes with all the faffing around, playing with the dog and kicking football and picking food and fruit and veg out the allotment and stuff like that. Half an hour out of my day, and I've just been active. You could dedicate 30 to 60 minutes to a boot camp maybe, and that's fine. You've still got 5 hours left to sit and watch a movie every night if you want. We procrastinate a lot. We waste a lot of time. We scroll through social media, wasting time. If we organise our day better, we can get so much more shit done. It's scary how much shit we can get done. It really is. Talking about the CrossFit Games at the start of this video, I've kind of gone off on a little bit of a tangent, but talking about the CrossFit Games and the motivation that can inspire, we can all pick that up from different places. During the last few months, for me, it's been the CrossFit Games and CrossFit athletes. But motivation can come from anywhere. It can come from seeing a reflection in the mirror that you don't like. It can come from seeing a friend who's done really, really well losing weight, and you want to emulate that. It can come from, I don't know what my dog's doing in the background at the minute. It can come from all kinds of areas, and the thing is to seize that motivation, to seize that moment, that energy that you feel, that passion for something. It might just be that you're scrolling through social media and you see an advert for a weight loss program, or you see an advert for a boot camp, or you see an advert for a personal trainer or something like that, and it inspires you, and you think, yeah, I'm going to fill out that form. I'm going to sign up for my free session, my free ebook, whatever it may be. But then the moment goes, and you sign up at 9 o'clock at night. You get your free ebook. It goes into your inbox, and you think, I'll read that tomorrow. Tomorrow comes and goes. The energy's gone. The moment's gone. The motivation's gone. and that momentum's gone, and you don't read the ebook. But the reason you got the ebook was maybe because you wanted to get fitter or to lose weight. 6 years down the line, or 6 weeks, 6 days, 6 months, whatever it may be, you'll still be in that position, and that ebook will still be sitting in your folder because you've lost the momentum. One of the biggest things we can do is to take that momentum, take that energy that we feel right at that very moment, something that has triggered something in our subconscious, in our mind, in our heart, that we need to do something and we need to take action. And that's what we've done. We've taken action, but then we've stopped because the momentum's gone. Strike while the iron is hot. You know, fill out the form, sign up to your free bootcamp taster session in my case, or your free consultation, your free bootcamp, your free personal training session, whatever it may be, your free ebook, free recipe pack, it doesn't matter. But sign up to it, but follow it through, take the action, because you've signed up for a reason. You haven't, I wouldn't sign up for a weight loss program because I'm not trying to lose weight. If you've signed up to a weight loss program, it's because something in your mind has said, I need to lose weight. If that thought wasn't there, you wouldn't sign up for the ebook or the recipe pack or whatever it might be. So take that impetus that you've got there, take the motivation, do something about it straight away and get involved. And I guarantee you the motivation of once you start seeing things get better and you start maybe seeing your waistline disappear, you start to see the numbers on the scale go down, the reflection in the mirror is a much happier one than what you were seeing a few months ago. That is self-motivating in itself, and that will keep pushing you forward. But until you get up and you actually get up off your backside, like I've just done, because I'm going to go and tell my dog off. Hey, excuse me, mister, out you come. He takes a few. They said that when I got a retriever, they said give him an inch and they'll take a mile. He absolutely will. If you turn your back on him, he will take advantage of it. But use that momentum. Definitely use the energy, use the moment, and follow it through. And when you follow it through, amazing things happen. It'll only take a couple of weeks till you start to see changes, and then a couple of months you'll see bigger changes, and then before you know it, 6 months has gone by and you've reached your goal, or you've changed into maybe not the person you wanted to change into, but you're on the way, and you can see a path and you can see progress, and that in itself is motivating. You don't need anybody else. I'll scout. He's a bugger. You don't need anyone else to motivate you. You can do it all yourself by just looking in the mirror, by just jumping on the scales and seeing the progress yourself. Right, until next time, I've waffled on a little bit there, but take care, seize the moment, definitely, and take some massive action, and you'll see the progress, and I'll see you soon.